Government funding should and must be available to the working individuals as well as those unemployed. There is great hardship on working individuals when it comes to being able to afford medical insurance for themselves or their family. The price of food has dramatically increased in the past few years, which makes it more difficult for the working individual. Everyone needs help from time to time. However, the working man gets no help from the government. Where's the government when a working man needs medical insurance, food, or their light bill paid? There's many ups and downs regarding government funding, and throughout this speech you too will see the need for government assistance for the working individual. Many working families are left struggling due to lack of help by the government. The National Cancer Institution, as of January 2009, stated that chemo treatments alone for one battling breast cancer cost an average of $21,000 per 10 years and rising daily. Imagine losing your hair. Talk about low self esteem. Fighting for your life and not having a clue on how your medical needs will be met. For instance, I spoke with a lady, Linda Anderson Tanner, who battled breast cancer and was denied financial help due to her spouse's income of only $1,200 a month. And according to Choosing Voluntary Simplicity, the government said that groceries alone for that age of family totals at $567 a month, which only left them a total of $633 to pay the rest of their bills. If an average working family is doing all they can, why can't the government step up and give aid to those who need it? There are great positives to government funding. However, where is the assistance to the working man? In the New York Times, Mr. Cos said, "This is truly a lost decade. We think of America as a place where every generation is doing better, but we're looking at a period when the median family is in worse shape than it was in the late 1990s. So, in general, would it pay for the working man to quit his job, live off the system in order to provide better for his family?" The lady I mentioned earlier was told by a government employee to divorce her husband of 40 plus years and then they could assist her with financial aid. The government has many benefits for unemployed individuals, though. Analysts by Moody Analytics stated that an extraordinary amount of personal income is coming directly from the government. Out of every $10, $2 of it is going toward those unemployed and receiving food stamps. Moody Analytics also estimated that $37 billion will be drawn from the nation's pocketbooks this year. In 1909, William Henry Beveridge argued that unemployment was in large measures caused by the organization of the industry. Some companies will allow one to draw unemployment for 99 weeks. That's almost 2 years without a job. One may not be able to do everything, but something there is for them to do rather than ride our government. According to New York Times, there are numerous job vacancies, but there are few who qualify for the positions. The government should require those individuals who are drawing that unemployment to obtain a certification or degree in a trade. 2 years is plenty of time to gain some type of field of work. The working man pays in taxes while the unemployed continues to receive benefits. According to the IRS, unemployed individuals at tax time are being paid by our government while the working man is paying the government. Unemployed Americans can receive money they have not even made, better known as unearned income, while the working American is to pay the government because they work. Something is really wrong with our government system. Why not allow the working citizen to receive a tax break rather than and reward them for working instead of rewarding others for not working? The New York Times stated that the government's dream taxpayer was a married childless renter with a decent salary. They prey upon the ones who work, the ones who have no dependents, so they can strip them of everything that they have accumulated to be made pay for support of others who are just too sorry to help themselves. According to the business owner Christy Hart, the government is constantly scrutinizing businesses to gain more tax revenue. Meanwhile, they are wasting our tax money by giving it to people who don't even make an effort to work. The government sets guidelines and rules in order for people to be eligible for these funds from the government, but the system doesn't follow up. Therefore, you have what is called welfare fraud. The working man is truly giving and doing all that he can to make a living and a future for himself and family. Due to the economic situation, this is becoming harder and harder to achieve. Without our government being fair across the board to the working family and to the unemployed, we are not going to see anything happen. It's time for a change in the way our government works.